This Breakroom episode was sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes launching your own website a breeze.
Welcome back to the Breakroom, everybody. My name is Brian Kim. You might be like, who's this guy? I've never seen him in my life. That's because I'm usually behind the camera. I am the Breakroom editor as well as the studio tech. So whenever you see things happen like this, Whoa! Wow, that's me! That's crazy! Look at this camera. It's in the middle. There's no one here. Sorry.
No. Okay.
But yeah, that's the guy. I'm the guy who does all that. I'm the guy who edits everything down. And we have a special guest with me right over here.
Hi. Hi, I'm Abby, and I am out of my editing cave for the day. They let me out, and so I'm here.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we're both editors here at New Rockstars. I do mostly all the long form stuff, which is Breakroom, as well as the podcasts. And Abby does, she's a staff editor here at New Rockstars who helps out with the main channel videos. Mm-hmm. But this is going to be kind of a official Meet the Editors Q&A type video. So I'm really excited to meet you guys. Thank you guys for watching and clicking. But yeah, let's get into it. I asked last week a bunch of questions on Instagram, and I kind of wanted to, answer those questions and also share that with you. But first question from Brandon P8987. How long have you worked with New Rockstars, and how did you get started and introduced to them?
I started watching New Rockstars kind of around the WandaVision days. That was a part of my WandaVision routine. Every Friday morning, I would watch the video, and then I would watch the breakdown. And then I just kind of stuck with it, and I was always a fan. And then last year, they had a job opening, and I applied, and here I am.
Let's go. And yeah, for me, I kind of got started as a freelance video editor for a lot of YouTube channels. And then you guys know, super producer Evan, he was actually my connection to my last job. I used to work at Wisecrack, and I edited under him. And once he got a position at New Rockstars as the Breakroom producer, that's when he hit me up and was like, hey, do you want to edit for this new channel? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. And then ever since then, it's history. And a little bit of lore, I told Abby this last time, but actually we were gunning for the same position. She doesn't know this.
I didn't know this till yesterday.
Yeah. There was an opening for a staff editor position that I also heard of, and I'm like, I'd like to be a staff editor. So we were fighting it out, but we didn't know.
So did you hate me?
Yeah, I was like, who's this person taking my job? No, not at all. It was one of those things where I wanted to get a more full-time position at New Rockstars. That'd be sick. But at the same time, I was like, okay, all this stuff is a lot of responsibilities. So I don't know if I want to handle it. So I'm glad you took it over. I'm honestly it's blessing in disguise that you took it over.
Okay, thank you.
Because that way I got to do a lot of Breakroom stuff. I'm with you guys now. Officially, Breakroom and New Rockstars, different entities. They're not the same.
No, I have no idea what's happening.
All right, so the next question, I guess. Oh, JT Cook says, hi, Brian, but also to Abby now. Yeah. Is Breakroom your only responsibility at New Rockstars? Or I guess for you, is the staff editing thing the only thing you do?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I do almost every main channel video that goes up. I'll do a breakroom or two, or a sneak peek or two if you're out. And then, what else? Oh, Witching Hour just started.
That's right.
Yes, subscribe to Witching Hour. I think that's not very exciting. That's my answer.
Yeah, like Abby said, Witching Hour is out. It's gonna be, I don't know when exactly this video is coming out. The first main video will either have already come out or it's going to come out. But either way, it'll be super exciting. So please go watch it and subscribe.
Yes.
But for me, like I said, I do Breakroom, but also the podcast. And also, if you were unaware, there is a audio-only feed that we do called The Danger Room. It's on Supercast. It does we do a lot of topics that we normally don't cover on New Rockstars or the Breakroom, just because either it's too spicy or there's just not enough big interest in it in the main channels. And I'm the one who edits all that down. And so if you see that and like the stuff there, thank you so much. Keep watching. But otherwise, I also do like whenever the staff editors have like some outages or something, we all kind of help each other out. It's a whole system, you guys. It's not just one guy doing everything. It's like a whole team. It's crazy stuff. All right, so next part. This question comes from Anton Perkins 06 asking, what's your favorite part at working at New Rockstars?
Ooh. I would say the people are really good. I feel like that's a kiss-ass answer, but no, I like that. I also like the content. Like I watched it, and so it's fun to be making that for other people. And so, yeah.
100%. I think for me, I also like. I think generally speaking, one of the reasons why I like doing post is that I get to see all the stuff that were cut. Like in the New Rockstars videos, there's like some before and after the shoot where they say things or that we have to cut. I think that's so fun, and that's probably my favorite part is getting to see all the behind the scenes.
That's
things.
the real secret.
Oh yeah. But otherwise, actually, this is another fun bit of info that I forgot. I self-admittedly, I didn't watch a lot of New Rockstars before coming here, but I watched a video here and there because New Rockstars is huge. They do a lot of breakdowns. But I actually recognized Jess first because I knew she did work at College Humor, and I've seen her in a couple of videos, and I was like, wait a minute, that's that person from College Humor. That's so cool.
She's a queen.
Oh yeah. And then that was part of I was like, whoa, I would love to work at New Rockstars. I didn't even know Jess worked here. But that was like a super cool moment for me.
My secret, I don't think I've never even told Eric this, is last year at Joker 2, Monday screening, it was like only through Fandango or something. He had a Slurpee and he walked or something, and he walked this is literally 3 weeks before I applied for this job. He walked in front of me, and I literally texted my friend group that was like meeting me there, and I was like, oh my God, Eric Voss is here. Like,
no way.
And then my friend went up to him after. I did not. I was like, I'm going to play it cool. So that was funny. And I was like, oh my God, City Walk. Like, this is what happens when you see a movie at City Walk.
That's true.
You just see Eric Voss.
And it was a good thing. It was a good thing you played it cool because that's why you got the position.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it would have been super cringe if I was like, oh my God, big work, like, love your work. And then, 3 weeks later, I was like, I would like to apply here.
That'd be so funny, though. Yeah. I wonder if, that would be, if you're the person, if you were Eric, that, would that be, whoa, that's so cool? Or, oh, I don't know if that's, you're a little too much.
He was really nice. My friend did go up to him and was like, I love your work. And he was really nice, so.
I'm sure it would have worked out anyway.
Yeah.
But that's so funny. Yeah, I mean, you live in a certain area in LA, people are just around. People are just
a lot of YouTubers.
Oh yeah, I even see YouTubers that I used to live in North Hollywood, and all the time I would just see people filming TikToks, just outside, even outside my door. There's these people who'd film in front of this apartment and
they're everywhere.
Whoa.
They're everywhere.
Oh,
I hate to confirm the myth about LA, but they are everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So.
If you're in LA, you'll see them, and if you like that, it's cool here. If you don't, it is what it is. The next question, I think, is pretty interesting here. If you could break down something, what would you break down personally?
Oh, oh my gosh. I mean, I would probably break down, I love reality TV. I would love to do, I feel like a Real Housewives breakdown would be crazy. And I could do that.
I think a breakdown of reality TV would be kind of sick.
Yeah.
A lot of people watch reality TV.
Yes.
And there's a lot to look into.
Yeah.
Especially because I don't know, the personal relationships and stuff.
There's so much, and there's and now a lot of reality shows have been going for so long, and they're all kind of interconnected, even if you don't think so. So there's a lot of it's the real multiverse of madness, honestly.
Yeah. I think for me, if I were to choose things to break down, it's probably any kind of animation, either Western animation or anime, or
I feel like
games.
an anime channel would go so hard.
Dude, I would love anime channel, but I kind of get it because anime.
It's so dense. I feel like.
Yeah.
There's so much.
It's not only so much. In general, just working with Japanese companies, they're very like strict on like copyright stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember this one channel I used to like. I still watch. He did like a lot of Dragon Ball like breakdown style videos, and then one day they just like struck everything.
Just like
Yeah.
like,
There's like, yeah, this is actually copyright. And then they struck everything. His channel was like
no.
almost gonna go away. It was crazy. So big risk. So probably not anime, but I would love to. But I mean, I'm like a huge sucker for like the 2000s era cartoons. So if we did like a classic cartoons breakdown, I'd be all.
Like, are you talking when you say cartoon? Do you mean like Cartoon Network or like what's your definition?
I think like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney,
yeah.
all of that stuff. I love me my Danny Phantoms.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love me all the Nickelodeon classics, Timmy Turner, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Ben 10. Ben 10 will go crazy. I love Ben 10. Like Foster's Home, all that stuff.
Powerpuff Girls.
Girls.
Yeah, I would love them.
That's right. And video games because I like gaming, but gaming would be kind of hard to break down because
I feel like we're doing it a little bit more and more though. Like we just today came out with the Wolverine.
That's true.
Trailer.
That's true. And if you want us to break it down, the game itself, clamor in the comments. It might happen. No promises. I don't have any power in this.
I would be
this
scared
world.
of that game. I can play Fortnite. That's about it.
Honestly, when I was looking at the trailer, and blood and gore is cool and all, but I was watching the gameplay. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be sick of playing this game.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not generally a gore guy. That's probably why. I don't enjoy gore in like horror in like movies and TV shows. I can kind of handle it if it's like a 2D animation because it's kind of abstracted that I'm like, okay, this isn't real gore.
Yeah. But I feel like that's the trend now is like, let's make it super realistic.
Yeah, I think so. Even cartoons like was it Invincible, shows like The Boys, like
Creature Commandos.
Yeah, they're really like amping up like the realism. But I'm like, it's a video game, you guys. It doesn't have to be real. It doesn't have to look real. Wolverine is still cool stabbing people without like blood and guts going everywhere. Maybe that's just me.
Hey, Zach here. One of our sponsors today is Squarespace. If the turn of the leaves makes you realize it's finally time to get that apple cider donut website up and running, Squarespace can make that happen faster than you can harvest a bushel of Granny Smiths, or Fuji's, or Honey Crisps, or any of the other good varietals. Squarespace is an all-in-one tool that gives you everything you need to make a website that looks good and does whatever you need it to do. If you're selling goods or services, Squarespace can help you untangle digital payment platforms with just a few clicks, making it easy to start receiving payments right away using popular payment methods like Apple Pay, ACH Direct Debit, Klarna, and more. If you're not a graphic designer, don't worry. Squarespace's design intelligence tool makes it so easy to get your website looking just right. It combines 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology. Every Squarespace website is optimized to be indexed with a meta description, an auto-generated sitemap, and more, so you show up more often to more people in global search engine results. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/breakroom to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
So next question, kind of related to that, fave game. Hannah Basso 13. I assume that's H Basso 13. Hey H Basso, who's normally in chat. Going too fast, I can't read if you're here. Favorite game. Yeah, do you have a favorite game?
I did have a very big like gaming phase. It's not over. Now I'm more into like cozy gaming.
100%.
I would like the first thing that came to mind when like that question came up was like, oh, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, really?
Which is like just funny after we were talking about all the gore and stuff. I had like, it was like during the Red Dead Redemption, like Saints Row, like kind of those like Call of Duty era. But now I'm like playing Dreamlight Valley and Sims. Sims is like my actually JK, Sims is my all-time favorite answer. I only play Sims 3. I don't play Sims 4.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
My Sims 3 is like super modded and I only play that. That's just now when I have time, I'm like, okay, Sims.
Any reason why you don't want to play Sims 4? You prefer Sims 3?
I just think it's like almost too overwhelming with the feature. At first, I didn't like it because it was not open world, and Sims 3 is open world.
Oh, what does that mean?
There was like loading screens in between each like
Oh, really?
time you would leave your house or go to a bar in Sims, and there was a loading screen, and it was so annoying, and it made it. But now I know like some of that is fixed, and there's like a lot more features, but it was almost like too much.
Okay.
Where Sims 3 is a little more simple, but you can still like have fun, and like there's vampires.
Yeah.
The architecture's cool.
That's right.
How about
Sims
you?
is great. For me, it's hard to pick like a favorite just because like there are different reasons I have different games as my favorite. I think just by sheer number of hours, I have to say Super Smash Brothers. Both from like the Wii U era, Super Smash Brothers 4, as well as Ultimate. Some additional fun facts about me. I used to play competitively. In college, I created a competitive organization for Smash.
That is lore.
That's lore. That's some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And because of that, I spent so many hours playing that game. Thousands of hours logged onto that game. And some of my favorite memories, like going to tournaments with my like schoolmates, making friends with them. So because of that, that kind of like jumps up because of like all the outside stuff. But I think my favorite other game, and this is like I don't know if it's a cop out necessarily. It's like a little basic. Is Undertale.
Okay.
I don't know if it just.
I don't think that's basic.
I feel like it's just a game that a lot of people really like, which is why it's like, oh come on, Undertale, you like Undertale.
Yeah.
But it just hit at the like exact time that like it really like entered my brain. The way I played it, just for me, felt like told the best story. It was like everything was seamless, like all the routes and going through all this, a lot of fun. But extra shout outs to what's it? The Telltale game, Walking Dead Telltale game. I don't know if you played that.
Yes. I used to work at Skybound. And
I knew this.
And so I do know a lot of Walking Dead stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Telltale was like that was their big thing.
That was so good. Because that was also a game where I played it was a weird thing. It was just somebody in my college dorms like, oh, you should play it. And I actually played it in the dorm, like on the dorm TV, and all the dorm mates were watching me play.
That's like the prime college gaming experience, though. It's like when you were saying Smash Bros, I was like, oh, I remember watching people play Smash Bros like in the lobby.
Yeah. But it's like it's not even a multiplayer game. They're just watching me play, and I got real emotional. So there was just a bunch of guys watching me play, and then like I'd be sobbing.
Is everyone else sobbing though?
Other people were sad, but I think because I was playing, I was the most affected. I was maybe a little embarrassing to admit, but one of the hardest I sobbed in a long time was like the end of that game. And I was like, dang, games are cool, you guys.
That's
Maybe
how
we should
like
play.
Last of Us is. I just played Last of Us for the first time.
For sure.
And I'm like, it got me.
It's the feelings, it's real.
Yes.
Gaming can make a difference. I also, I'm going to get on a soapbox here. I remember people complaining about The Walking Dead game, because they were like, oh, the choices don't really matter because like it all kind of ends up in like the same place.
I
But
see that.
my argument is it does matter because narratively it matters. It matters to you that you decided to kill this guy versus saving this guy, because your story, like it creates that story for you. Because like the character I was playing, like I really cared about kids, and like there's this one kid character who was kind of annoying and kind of like I think that he messes up a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of designed like, oh, he's kind of a liability. Do you like just like leave him to die? But I'm like, no, he's a kid. You know, he shouldn't die for mistakes he's making because he can learn. And that really affected the way I played. But anyway, soapbox over.
That.
Soapbox over.
Stepped off.
All right, the next question. Megan Maddie asks, what are your top 4 movies? And FYT, if you know, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up my Letterboxd top 4.
Okay. I should have a letterbox, but I'm too lazy to write
I have
things.
4 movies. The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Wow.
Sleepaway Camp.
I don't know
which
that
is
one.
It's like this horror movie that's like it's not. I don't want to say niche, but it's like a. I don't even know if it was released in theaters. It might have been. And then Far Far Away Idol, which is specifically. You can log this on Letterboxd. It's specifically a DVD extra from Shrek 2
Wait,
where they play American Idol, and it's like you can pick the players that can like be win. And there was a real Simon Cowell.
Yes.
Or not real. He was animated.
Yes.
And so that's my fourth on my Letterboxd.
Does that count as a movie?
I think it does. I think it does.
Okay. Well, comment down below if that counts as a movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's fun. I don't know if it's a movie.
I would say so.
That's a very interesting top 4.
Yeah.
I like it. For me, I think my top 4. It's hard because like I feel like I don't watch like a breadth of movies.
Mm-hmm.
But my top 4 currently, in no particular order, I really like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It's so much fun. I'm also a fraud. I never read the comics. It just didn't appeal to me as much as the movie did, or the animation. I watched the animation. Great. It's so snappy. It's so quick, so funny. All the characters are great. I love that movie. Actually, this is probably my number 1. Now that I think about it, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's
so good.
I love that movie because for me, it's a perfect movie. Like 10 out of 10. Specifically because it hits everything I want in a movie. It covers like family stuff, existential dread, like the feeling of like the main character is like, oh, the worst version of all the variants, but then like she has all this potential or whatever. And also like it's funny, a lot of action, and like the core messaging of like in an absurd world, all we can do and should do is like be kind to each other. I'm like, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. And that's why it's like my number 1. It did get me to think though. I was like, are movies good or do you just like them? That's a interesting question. You know what I mean? Because
I feel like when it comes to like Everything Everywhere All at Once, so like that movie is just good.
For sure. It's for sure
and
really
you can
good.
like them and you can see yourself in them.
But me particularly, I'm like, for me, it's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
I have nothing about it I would change. Nothing about it is bad. So we'll see. Mm-hmm. That was that 2, 3? No, that was
it's Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. This one, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think my other movie, and it's also like hit me at the right time. I told Jess this, and she kind of was like,
Oh.
it's because what is it? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
That one's a good one though.
I like it, but it's very like I like it a lot because like I also like the messaging of like, oh, even if things are gonna go wrong, you might as well live in the present and like do it anyway because like the experience is important or whatever. And I'm like, that's so cool. I watched it in high school and I was like,
I feel like everyone who watches that movie sees it when they need to see it.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
I feel like everyone walks away
For
with
sure.
like, oh my god, I need to go be a different person.
100%. But it's funny because I remember telling my fiance that too, and she was like, "Oh, really?" And we had different reads on that movie because she definitely connected more to the female lead, and was like, "Yeah, the main character is like really annoying and pestering, and like he's like the reason why things go bad." I was like, "Oh, that's so interesting."
That
like,
is.
I'm like, "Oh yeah," because to me he was like the main character, and then like I could relate to like his actions of like being the like kind of normal, boring man person, and I was like, but anyway, that hit at a very specific time. And then a fourth favorite movie, gosh, I can't say. You know what? I don't think this is actually my top 4, but it came into my head, so I'm gonna say it. Is Tangled. Disney's
Yes.
Tangled.
I feel like we've talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, because last week when you were doing a stream, somehow you got on Disney Princesses and then you were like Tangled. And I was like, that's good taste.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about Tangled. Probably because it's a great movie. I
think it's perfect.
Yeah, no, it's
I
good.
think it's like, oh, so good.
This is when I watched it. I would like. I normally sing the songs for like Disney movies, of course. But like that one, I just like singing every song. All the songs hit. I thought it was all fun. Rapunzel's great. Flynn Rider is great. They're like relationship was great. I thought it was like one of the first times they like built up their relation, like the.
And one of the last,
Yeah.
it feels like one of the last Disney movies with romance, which makes me sad.
100%.
And a good romance.
100%. Was Rapunzel the first like 3D princess? I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because Tiana is 2D.
2D. Yeah.
Unless you want to count. No, there's no one. I was trying to think of like 2000s. I was like, okay. Like, I was like, because when did they start? They started with Dinosaur was 3D.
Yeah.
And then it started slowly, and then there's no princesses because it was the 2000s, and it was Michael Eisner era. But
But I mean, for their first 3D princess, I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. And then Frozen went crazy.
yeah.
But that's it for our favorite movies.
Hey, it's Zach here. I want to talk to you about something. I've never paid enough attention to my underwear. If I'm being honest, I usually just bought whatever was the cheapest brand I happened to come across whenever I needed a few new pairs, you know? Because of that, I just assumed all underwear was kind of the same level of uncomfortable. Then I found out about Skims, okay? They started making underwear for men, and I figured I'd try it out. It is ridiculously comfortable. I got a few pairs of the stretch boxer briefs, and they're truly some of the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn. They're lightweight and sleek and have that perfect balance between keeping everything in place while also making you feel like you're wearing nothing at all. My only complaint is that I wish I'd had a couple pairs during that hot LA summer, okay? But better late than never. Shop Skims Men's at skims.com. That's SKIMS.com. Let them know we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Next, I had it up. I don't know where the like edit went. I have it up here, but someone asked, and I'll put it in post. That's me. I'm gonna do it. The question is, are we always constantly having to be like aware of news going on because we work at New Rockstars off hours?
Yeah.
Or is that something that you just try to keep during hours?
I feel like it's a little bit of both for me. That was like, I was already like obsessed with all of that.
Sure.
I love my discussing film. I love my trade, my trade email every morning. But then I started working here, and that is just repeated in all of our Slacks and talk chat. So it's been fun to like do that for work. But yeah, I would say.
I think for me, it's like I'm not like hunting for all this stuff, but because everyone at work already like they do it already, we have like a Slack channel that's like dedicated to like news or like rumors and stuff that like I don't even have to like look for it.
Yes.
It's all there. So I think it's less, at least for me looking out for this stuff, but like Eric's on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jess is on top of it. John's on top of it.
I do live for the Scoop channel. Slack, where they talk scoops. I just
just observing sometimes.
Yeah.
We have Slack channels that we just look at. That's great.
Yeah.
Next question. I guess this is just mostly for me, but when can we get more gaming streams or maybe a gaming channel? I don't know. Maybe you guys gotta like spam that on all the channels, like gaming channel, please, we need it, and maybe it'll happen. I don't know.
I'd be excited about that.
Yeah, I would love to do more gaming stuff. I just think gaming is fun and super neat. I think the next question is from you.
This is before I knew I was going to be on this.
Yeah, but I had to bring it up. Who's your favorite post kid and why is it Abby?
Yes.
Well, it's because you're my guest here right now.
Thank
and
you.
You're down to do all these crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Where's John?
I don't know.
Gone.
John.
He's abandoned us.
John ditched us. I think of John and Josh like my office dads.
No, for sure. There are
And
dads,
then-
and they're not here.
Yeah.
They're
but
never.
I appreciate you're always down for the tea.
For sure.
And I feel like our office chats are very good.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, Abby's also like the only other editor that's in the office that we like talk, and so.
Yeah, we have a big team, but they're all virtual.
They're everywhere.
They're
We
everywhere,
try
all
to meet
over.
up, but
Yeah.
you know, it happens. And then this question, this might be the last official question. Do you prefer DC or Marvel?
Ooh.
What is your preference?
I would say that if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have been like hardcore like Marvel.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Superman like changed my
It
life.
flipped, like, it flipped
changed my
completely?
life. But I also did have like a big DCEU phase. Like I really was like into Batman v Superman, like which is not good for anyone.
I suppose.
Yeah, but I would say I definitely like go very hard for Marvel. But this new DC, I think I just am like as an adult being like, oh, James Gunn is doing crazy work. So I would say Marvel, and just I like Marvel comics in general better, and Marvel media, like Marvel video games. Growing up, were crazy.
So you, even though Superman changed your life, you're still
Superman
thinking,
changed my life this summer.
Got it.
But then Marvel, like overall, and I grew up like more with like Marvel stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I should have said Marvel Ultimate. Did you ever play Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
No, I haven't.
Oh
but
my gosh.
yeah, I tend to. I never had like a console.
Yeah.
And so I tend to play like Nintendo games or like small indie games on my computer. But I really should play these games.
Yeah.
For me, I think just generally I was just more attached to Marvel because like the MCU really took over everyone's lives for that chunk of period. Like
Yeah, I feel like with our age,
oh yeah,
it's just like that was it. Like
Oh, yeah.
it was so good.
100%. And I do think Marvel characters tend to be more like the power sets are more interesting and less like overpowered. I think. I think there's a lot of cool like the power sets in DC are really cool, but it's
Yeah.
like Superman is like the strongest being ever. He could just be strong. Flash is the fastest thing ever. Like all these characters, I'm like when people talk about it, they're like you can't beat any of these characters. I'm like, what is this? What's going on here? I think the only thing like that in like Marvel is maybe Hulk, because Hulk is like he gets stronger when he gets mad,
Yeah.
and he can get mad forever. I'm like, okay. I mentioned this in the last stream, which I'll say because it's kind of relevant. I'm gonna ask, what's your favorite Marvel superhero?
Oh God. Oh my gosh. I would say before I would say before 2019 it was Captain America, and then I love Captain Marvel, but I am very disappointed by like the character choices.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But I have a very good Captain Marvel cosplay.
Oh, fun.
And so I would say Captain Marvel for sure.
Heck yeah. And I brought this up because the last stream, it was a very secret stream that
Yes.
YouTube does not know about. But if you want to know about secret streams, go follow us on Twitch. But I answered the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, because when I was a kid, I used to be very angry. I was just a really angry kid for some reason. I don't know why. But I also was very shy and
Yeah.
anxious. So I just had this anger. I didn't know what to do with it. And the idea of like a superhero that like gets stronger as he gets angrier was like, oh, would that be so cool? What if someone like bullied me and I could just be
Yeah.
stronger than them because
that's
I'm.
cute. That's so cute.
I think kind of big picture it could be cute, but like a little angry kid who wants to be.
No, that's
angry is
like
kinda
why those like or why those characters are like that's what that's for. You know?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, big muscle guy who can beat up things is just strong. I love just being strong.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
Well, that was a cute answer as opposed to mine. I was just saying I like Captain
Oh, really?
America.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's fine.
How about favorite DC character? Because we're on DC as well.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I did have a very big. I did watch like the CW shows. And I just am like trying to think. I don't know. I feel like Superman is basic, but maybe that would be my answer. Just I also, as much as I just answered the last question, like, oh, I grew up on Marvel. I did grow up on the like the Christopher Reeve movies, and so I would say I like his vibe.
Heck yeah. I think I also like Superman because he's like the strong guy, and
Yeah.
I just like strong. But he is like, I think what I like is I like the Flash. I think he's my favorite DC. Just because
Yeah.
his power set is speed, But man, the writers really make him do anything they want.
It's like, I think that's the thing is like, even just knowing the little bit I do know about like the lore of all of these characters is like, it's so hard to even pick because it's like, oh, do you like just that character or do you like their betrayal but then half the time like they're just a very different version of what they actually are, but because it's like Flash is like, so when you think Flash, do you think just the comics or like Grant Gustin?
I think what I picture mainly is the like Justice League Flash.
Okay.
Or like just animation Flash.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
all
too
the
much
animated stuff is really good.
Oh yeah. I'm a sucker for animation. If it's animated, I'll go watch it. I haven't kept up much with the CW shows or the DCU stuff or DCEU stuff. But I want to get into the DCU. I'm also a fraud. I didn't watch Superman yet.
I feel like you said that last week, but like, what does that even mean? Because I'm like, it's just like even when today you had to do something for it. So it's like, have you just seen it in passing? Like, do you feel like you have seen it? Or like, have you really just not like did you not sit here for like people reviewing it?
I did. Then that's kind of I think part of the reason why. Okay, I will mention this. You know what? This can segue to a question that I'll ask you, but I'll answer first. The least favorite part about working at New Rockstars, but for me, it is that like I consume everything like through osmosis. Because it's talked about all the time here, and I just don't have the time all the time to watch these things. When it's talked about in the break room, or I'm editing a video that people talk about it, especially when I was doing a lot more like actual New Rockstars main channel videos. I was like, dang, I didn't watch this yet, but now I know what's happening. Yeah. And I think part of that makes me like, oh, I basically know what's going on, so I don't have to watch it. I think that's what's happening with Superman. So like, I know what's going on. Yeah. I still want to watch it though. I still want to watch it because I know I like it.
It's really good.
I know I like it.
It's like so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess my answer would be somewhat similar in that sense of like, it's not that I don't enjoy the content because it's like I do, and I feel like that's like what makes this job so fun. But it is like when something comes out, it is very hectic. Oh, it is like the lead up. It's like is everyone seeing the movie when they need to be seeing it? And it's like then are the videos like getting out? It's like a Marvel or now DC release. And I've only been here for a year, and I just and it's I'm like, oh my god. Not Captain America Brave New World. It's so stressful. But that's like, that would be my answer. Yeah.
It's funny that like, even though I say I don't like it, at the same time, I think before working here, I would have maybe just not watched those anyway. Like a lot of especially a lot of the new Marvel stuff. I admittedly fell off after Endgame, like that's a lot of people. But like, because of New Rockstars, I am able to like, you know, I guess that's the question. Is it better to consume something kind of via a film and like you kind of see it, or not to see it at all? I don't know. But yeah, because of New Rockstars, I did watch like Agatha. I think I wouldn't have watched it otherwise.
See, that was like right before I started, and I felt like I was like the only person I knew watching Agatha. And it was like nice to have the breakdowns of like, oh, okay, people like still care about like the little details or whatever it's hinting towards, because it was like crickets.
Oh yeah, like in your feed?
Yeah, I just felt like it's like, and that's kind of how it felt like with all the Marvel stuff besides Fantastic Four this year. But.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of the Marvel stuff kind of like it petered out, but I think it is what it is. I will say though, the moment I started working here, and maybe it's just because the algorithm knows that I work here now, but on my feed I see more activity on these kind of things. I'm like, oh, people still like all this stuff.
And they're still very passionate. I just think it's like the everyday people are like, whatever.
No, 100%. Because I think even through like other like podcasts I watch, when people talk about like Marvel stuff, it's still in that like conversation of like, oh, since Endgame, it's all like down or whatever. Even though I think literally it's like probably not. It's probably not true, but you know, you can't help what people think. That's it for our official questions. I'm gonna see if there's any interesting questions in the Twitch chat. Marvel Pirate says, Brian, watch Superman tonight.
It's You need to.
I do.
You like it's also
I want
like
to.
it's also like on streaming now. You have no excuse.
Yeah. It's because I like I don't know if you're the type of person when you consume things. Are you able to like? Do you just do that, or are you able
I'm
to?
a little
like, kind of
Subway
second
Surfers
screen?
kid. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I don't play Subway Surfers exactly, but I like will. I don't do like social media. I just do like maybe like I have Frozen Free Fall, which is like it's like Candy Crush but frozen,
Oh,
and so
fun.
that'll be my thing that I'll do while I'm watching something, unless I'm like hooked.
For sure.
Yeah.
I it's not that I don't want to. I physically just cannot multitask like that because then I will be like, wait, what happened on the screen? Oh, what the heck? I gotta go back. So I like spend
Yeah.
more time that I have to sit down and just watch it, which is good. But it's also like 2 hours of like dedicated just watching. And look, I want to watch it, but I also want to play Silk Song. I also want to play
There's
Hades.
so much stuff.
I want to watch
So
these
much
other
content,
things.
so much media.
I watch YouTube. I'm a YouTube baby at heart.
Marvel Pirate said just don't make it a big deal. Just smoke weed and get and start watching it.
Don't
And
make
dive
it a
in.
big deal.
That's what Marvel Pirate
I
said.
guess so. I guess so. I that's true. I could just like watch it, but like I would love to like actually see what's going on, you know. But now that it's on Max or whatever, I guess I could watch it there. Because latest Peacemaker podcast just mentioned that they keep the set super cold, and I see Abby and Brian in long sleeves. What is the temperature you keep the studio at? It's generally colder here. I don't know how you feel right now, but I'm actually very warm. I wore this just
Is it
because
because we're under the lights for the first
you
time?
know what? That might be what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's hot in here for me.
Yeah.
This jacket is mostly for show.
I sat in here for the first time for a long time yesterday, and I was literally shaking and cold. And I was like, wait, is it always this cold in here? Because I'm usually in the other room.
Oh, for sure. I feel like sometimes the office gets colder than the studio.
I think the culprit is Patty. I've seen her touch it. She's never gonna watch this. So because I will literally be like sweating to the point where I'm like, am I like, do I smell? And then 10 minutes later, I will be like, oh my God, I needed to bring a winter coat.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just because it's hot in LA, but the AC goes crazy.
yeah.
It really like flips up and down. Marvel Pirate says Disney Train favorite Pixar movie.
Incredibles.
Incredibles is a good one.
Yeah.
Incredibles is a good one. And probably mine as well. Although I just have like a soft spot for WALL-E. I really like WALL-E. My number one used to be Ratatouille. And then I watched it recently, and I don't know what it was.
I think Gen Z hyped it up a little.
Oh, you think so?
Or I think like there was like a recent movement of like Ratatouille is so good. And it is,
Yeah.
but it's not
Yeah.
like goated. That's my Ratatouille take.
I just liked that food stuff and they're eating.
Yeah.
But then when I watched it, I was like, oh, I don't like Linguini at all. This
Kind
guy's
of the worst.
no, he sucks. He's like
Get a job.
unlikable.
And he's a Nepo baby. So it's like
He's a Nepo baby with no qualifications. He cheated his way
he
into the
fails
industry.
upward constantly.
He fails upward.
Meets a literal rat.
He meets a rat.
Like it's yeah.
The way he gets the girl is by lying and not being himself.
No.
And even at the end, he like starts to roller skate, and that's like what wins her over or something. And I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
this guy sucks. What do you mean? Whatever. But you guys can like Ratatouille. That's fine. So that's about it. That's all the time we have for this Q&A AMA stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to know even more about us and the other parts of the post-production team, we actually have a Meet the Editors video at the Witching Hour channel. Witching Hour is our new channel focused on horror movies. I think like they said, classic horror movies that they're going to make video essays about. It's really cool because we're part of the post-production team. We got to see the first video before it's out. It's really great. Make sure you subscribe so you know when it's up. And our video, I don't know when this video is going to be up, so either that video is up already or you'll have to wait for it. But either way, it'll be a good time getting to know us again, as well as John and Josh, the other parts of the post-production team. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.